Lack of focus, lack of energy, lack of urgency. This is what is describing the Chicago Bulls as of late. We have looked absolutely terrible versus the Orlando Magic, and now tonight against the New York Knicks. And then to top it off, guys, not only did we lose the game, we might have lost one of our big men, perhaps maybe for the season, as it looked like a pretty gruesome ankle injury. And I'm talking about Andre Drummond. This is Rico Greenhowe. This is Bulls Digest. We are talking about this New York Knicks team that came into Chicago tonight and pretty much destroyed us. And before we jump into it, guys, wanted to let you know that 78% of you guys that watch the video are not subscribers. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest news and happenings that are going on with your Chicago Bulls. All right, guys. Look, it's been a terrible couple games. Just talked about it at the top. We lost to the Magic. We lost to the Knicks. There's rumors that our coaches got one foot out the door as well. And then on top of that, Andre Drummond, here's a guy that we essentially, I think a lot of Bulls fans really love him. We love the fact that we had him on a discounted deal. This guy's getting double-doubles for us on limited minutes. And now it looks like he has gone down to an ankle injury. And it looks like this has happened after a blooper play that essentially describes the Chicago Bulls season. Like 2 plays earlier, Torrey Craig tries to throw the ball off the backboard and dunk it. He missed it. Andre Drummond tries to follow him. He misses it. And then literally 2 plays later, you have Andre Drummond has a terrible ankle injury and has to be carted off the court, guys. So as if that wasn't enough, we got drummed by the Knicks today. And the funny thing is, we made history against the Knicks, I think Friday night. We had 4 people that got a double-double, right? In this particular contest, the Knicks returned the favor. And then we have Jalen Brunson, who now he goes out here, he joins Patrick Ewing as a player that has a 40-point game streak in the New York Knicks uniform. So look, we got crushed today, and Jalen Brunson had a huge 40 on us today as well. So guys, let's go ahead and jump into the box score and look at this thing. So in looking at what Jalen Brunson did, 45 points actually. So 45 points. Guy came back here. Obviously, he had 8 assists. He had the 1 block, but more importantly, guys, you're seeing the 12 of 12 from the free throw line. This guy lived at the free throw line. Look at his 3-point percentages right there. 7 of 12, right? He hit just about everything. And speaking of 3-point shooting, what about what Dante DiVincenzo did as well? 8 of 15 for him. It was just an array of 3-pointers. And look at Josh Hart. They just pretty much crushed us. It was the New York Villanovas that beat the Chicago Bulls today. That's just what it came down to. And Josh Hart, he had 17 points, plus 17 in the box score, he had 13 rebounds. I'm sorry about that. And he had 7 assists as well, guys. And so, looking at the Knicks, man, I just can't say anything else except for they literally just dismantled us, man. On the other side of this thing, I know we get a lot of pushback on this, but DeRozan being consistent as usual, coming back actually from a terrible game against the Orlando Magic where he had 7 turnovers, I believe, in that game. 34 points today, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. 12 of 22 from the field, not great, but okay. And he did have the 5 rebounds and 6 assists as well. So that's what you do love about DeMar DeRozan. Vucevic coming back after an 8-5 effort against the Magic. Did have 26 points in this one. Also did have 5 rebounds, which is obviously not enough. But what is terrible here, guys, is when you look at the plus minus, right? Even the guys that scored a lot of points here, you got -6 in the box score for DeRozan. You have -14 for Vooch, -10 for Kobe White, even though he had 24, -10 for Caruso, -11. Like, guys, that is a pretty bad stat line, all right? That means that the other team was +11 when he was on the floor, or +14 if you're looking at the negative right there. So, terrible. Terrible. I mean, there wasn't a matchup on the floor that the Chicago Bulls won today. And then I want to give a shout out to Javonte Green. I think he played with a lot of energy as well, as usual, guys. But yeah, I mean, this was atrocious. I mean, it was atrocious. 128 to 117. Just not a lot to talk about, guys, except that we just got hammered. We really just literally got hammered in this game. And my thoughts are, I just think that we're a team right now that's backing into the play-in situation. Like, I don't know if we've just settled and said, hey, we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to back into the play-in situation. That definitely seems like what the Chicago Bulls are doing. I don't know if it is now the recent news that Billy Donovan could be heading to the University of Kentucky, if that kind of, maybe has put some bad energy on the team as well. But guys, 2 in a row where they've just come out and they've looked absolutely flat is inexcusable in a time where you are still trying to make sure that you secure this home court, at least in this play-in situation. And this looks like a team that is already 1, 2, 3 and packed up for Cancun. Like, we look like we're just ready to go home, and now you add the fact that we have Andre Drummond, who is likely going to be out for some time. I'm going to tell you guys, if you looked at the broadcast and you were listening to Stacey King, he was asking viewers to look away, because it looked terrible. And he's a free agent. Like, Andre Drummond may not be coming back to the Chicago Bulls, man. So we might have witnessed him playing his last game at that. And so this was terrible. Just terrible, man. And then also, too, we have Ayu, who was on the injured reserve today as well with the right thigh bruise. So, look, the Chicago Bulls are just looking like they have a lack of energy, just a lack of focus, just everything. I mean, attention to detail. Like, I don't know how many times guys were wide open on cuts. There was one time where Josh Hart came in and he out-rebounded 4 Chicago Bulls. Oh, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, guys. Is it Billy Donovan? Is he the issue? Is it the players? Like, are the Chicago Bulls just backing into the play-in situation, guys? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I mean, do you think the Chicago Bulls are going to win a play-in game at this point in time? And do you think we've probably witnessed the last of Andre Drummond for the season and possibly in a Bulls uniform? This is Rico Greenhowe. This is Bulls Digest. I'm still saying this. Go Bulls. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.